All right, everybody, welcome back to the Bear Claw Cast. It's been a while, but to be honest with you, there just hasn't been, much football news since free agency. We did plan on doing a live stream for the end of free agency on this channel, but then we were asked by the network that we work for to do it. So, but it was still on this channel. It was just wasn't in this room. So, but to start this off, we're gonna do a recap of free agency, and I have to say, for the limited amount of money that we had, we made some very controversial moves. Um, so we signed, I would say, probably three guys that are going to contribute. Um, and those three guys are Kobe Bryant from the Seattle Seahawks to a 3-year, 40, was it 40 or $44.5 million deal? It was one of the two. I, I think
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was one of the two, but his first year he gets like 5 million, so it was kind of like a steal.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. And honestly, like when the cap hits were released on, the big guys that we signed, I didn't believe that they were true. But, when they come from, like guys like Schefter or Ian Rappaport or Ari Mirov, those are the guys that you believe about cap hits. Or there's a guy on Twitter that literally works for Over the Cap and literally has Over the Cap in his Twitter like name. Um, I don't remember what the rest of his uh, Twitter handle is, but first of all, when we signed Kobe Bryant, I was so happy because funny enough, about about what it's 2026 now. About 15 years ago, the Chicago Bulls were actually in the running to get the basketball Kobe Bryant. Or wait, you might actually remember when this was because
Two,
you were a huge
2008.
2008. Okay, but so and rest in peace, uh, Kobe and Gigi. I still remember to this day where I was when uh, when the news broke that helicopter crash happened, and I actually thought that it was referring to, or because I actually got some texts from people, R.I.P. Mr. Bryant, and at that time when the helicopter crash happened, Chris Bryant was on the Cubs and he was in the discussions to be leaving. So I thought that when I was getting those texts, it was the uh, confirmation that Chris Bryant was leaving, not the death of Kobe Bryant. But RIP to Kobe and Gigi and all the people that were involved in that helicopter crash. I want to say that crash happened not.
Happened January 26, 2020.
Oh my god.
I know that date so well because it's my cousin's birthday.
Oh
My
wow.
cousin's birthday,
Thanks.
and I was at their house when I figured out.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it was a little bit off topic there, but it kind of wasn't off topic because
We
the
we
football
did
player that
sign Kobe Bryant.
we signed a Kobe Bryant, so it's similar. Um, the next um, the next big signing that we made was Devin Bush from the Cleveland Browns, who had a phenomenal season last year. He had 125 tackles and a
Yeah,
couple.
he had a career year. Yeah.
He had a couple of pick sixes, which is awesome. Hopefully, he can translate that to our defense because that would be pretty awesome. And you don't usually hear linebackers get the pick sixes. You hear the cornerbacks and safeties, not the not the linebackers. But there was almost one by Tremaine Edmonds this year, but somehow, some way, offensive player for whoever we were playing got a finger on a falling over Tremaine Edmonds, who is now with the Giants, and that I think he'll do good there. Um, I just hope that someone continues the tradition of the "It's Chicago" thing that he started uh, this year, and I think someone will. I just don't know who it will be. Um,
You know who? I'm gonna go into that. I think it might be Jalen Johnson because it was Byard and Edmonds that did it right
uh huh,
throughout the end of the year,
uh
and
huh.
then Jalen Johnson in the playoffs was doing it too.
You know what? If it's Jalen Johnson, I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
Um, and then there's one more like bigger signing that we made. I say bigger with a grain of salt because I don't know how much he's going to contribute. His name was Neville Gallimore. He was defensive tackle from the Colts. He got a 2-year deal for $12 million. And I don't think I mentioned Devin Bush's. So Devin Bush's was a 3-year, $30 million with 21 guaranteed. So, and all of their cap hits are really small this year, and their cap hits are larger next year and the year after that. But besides that, we signed guys like Khalif Raymond, who I actually really like. He knows Ben Johnson's offense and knows Antoine Randall, his receiver coach. We signed Braxton Jones to a contract that was probably way too much money for him. It's a 5-year, or it's a 1-year, $5 million deal. Jesus, I almost that would have been really bad if it was a 5-year deal. Uh, so it's 1 year, $5 million with another $5 million in incentives. Um, I mean, when that one came out, I was a little bummed because I really wanted Taylor Decker from the Lions. It made more sense. Taylor Decker is probably only going to play another year or so. And I just thought that it would make sense to have someone that Ben Johnson knew as left tackle. But so, and then after that, I would say that the rest was just a bunch of depth signings, not too many big ones.
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm gonna give this a free agency, grade like a B+ for what we could do with it because we only had like $35 million, and like when you compare some of the other franchises that spent money this year, we had like very bottom money. For example, the Raiders spent like $400 million or $300 million on like 10, like
It
10.
feels like it was like 15 to 20 guys, but they did take some Packers, so it's okay.
That's true. That's true. But here's the crazy thing. They signed all the players that they agreed to with during the legal tampering period and still got Max Crosby back because uh so everyone probably knows this, but I'm just going to go into it a little bit. Before so the Friday before the legal tampering period, uh Max Crosby was traded to the Ravens for 2 first-round draft picks. Um, he got there Sunday to take his physical, and uh, I mean they they failed him on his physical, so the trade couldn't go through. Um, but here's what I think actually happened. I think that they used the failed physical as a way to get out of the deal. because they realized they could get Trey Hendrickson for cheaper. Because after
$10 million cheaper too.
they opted out of the Max Crosby deal, I want to say like the next day they had a 4-year, $112 million deal with Trey Hendrickson lined up, which is insane. I don't know. I mean, that's so. To put in perspective, I think Max Crosby is set to earn $35 million, and Max Crosby, or not Jesus, Trey Hendrickson is set to earn 28.5. So that's like $7 million cheaper. But I don't know if Trey Hendrickson plays for the next 4 years because he's 32, I think.
32 or 31, yeah, you're in the range.
He
But I mean, he is a
31.
DN though.
That's true. DN. I mean, Khalil Mack is 36, so I mean and he just got $18 million, which is insane. But he deserves that. But I mean, Michael, what do you think of our free agency, and what grade would you give it? I gave it a B plus for what we had.
Yeah, for what we had, I think a B plus is great. But in total, like free agency with everyone, I know we didn't have the most money. I think it's like a C plus just because of the guys we let walk too.
That's
Like,
true because we did let a lot of guys walk for really cheap.
yeah, like we let Brisker walk. I hated that one. I wanted him to stay so bad. I knew Byard
Oh,
was gone. He's gonna ask too much. He was too much.
you think 9
But
million is too much? Really?
yeah, for a
Hmm.
32-year-old safety who's gonna play for 1 maybe 2 years.
I guess that's true. That's true.
If he is 32 and a DN, I'll yeah, I can justify that giving him 2 3 years. But I don't know. Safeties are weird for me because they just fall off the face of the earth when they get older. Like
Sure.
who is the Vikings safety?
Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith. Yeah, he just fell off the face of the earth after his 32 year, his year 32.
Okay. All right.
So I mean, but I like the DJ trade. I
It
like
hurt.
that.
It hurt, but it
It
needed to be done. It needed
it
to be done.
hurt, but we had to get 26 million for it up or whatever it was.
16 and a half. That's how much he's making. He's making 20, or well, was making 28. I want to say something like that.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it's just
the
too much
Bills,
money.
restructured it, of course.
Yeah,
And honestly, I'm gonna say this. We got a second for him, and we got the Bills to take on his full contract. That's a win. I mean,
yeah,
first of all, I mean, DJ is
29.
29, so not too old for a wide receiver, but then again, not too young either. Here's the thing. I mean, I don't know. The Bills were desperate for number one, and I think that's why we got a second round draft pick, because they see DJ as a number one. Because Joe Brady, the now head coach of the Bills, was the OC in Carolina. Well, DJ was in Carolina. His best years in the NFL, besides the 1,300-yard season that he had in Chicago with Justin Fields. But I wish DJ luck. It's funny. One time during a preseason game or something along the lines of that, a person asked DJ's daughter about the Bills, and she said no, we hate the Bills, and now she has to kind of deal with that. But the thing was, back then his daughter was, I want to say, like 4 years old. I mean, I still think she's only about six, but that's just funny. That's just funny that she said that a couple of years ago. So I think we made the best of what we had, and now next year is going to be a good year for us because I think in terms of over the cap we have I want to say like 70 million dollars or so next year uh, in terms of salary cap. Um,
Yeah, and then I think the year after that we got like 160.
yeah, something like that.
Something
It's
crazy.
insane. Yeah. So
Just,
so
but it's gonna be all gone because Caleb and Rome got to resign.
yeah, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck.
And next year we got
Actually,
to resign Darnell Wright too.
well, actually, I do believe that that's gonna happen this year. I think that they'll try to get him around, figured out around training camp or before the season. Um, but going into the next topic, we're gonna go over the Bears depth chart so we can figure out the weaknesses that we need to shore up and in the draft, which is literally a month away. I cannot believe that. It's March 23rd. The NFL draft starts April 23rd and goes till the 25th. So that'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next month. In the third or fourth week. I have to say I love the draft weekend. I have I have it on my TV all day, and I even watch day three. I don't care. I just watch it because I want to know where like some players that might have sustained an injury during their combine or something like that, who was a projected first round draft pick, may slip to the fourth because of a broken leg or a torn ACL or something like that. Uh, but going into the Bears depth chart, I mean there are a couple of changes, in on the offense. Caleb Williams, DeAndre Swift, Roma Dunze, Luther Burden, Jade Walker is wide receiver number 3. And I'm going to say this: if the Bears don't draft a receiver in the middle round, I would love to see him as wide receiver 3. I want to see what he can do. I think he in the minimal snaps that he had last year, he showed some good promise for an undrafted free agent last year. Um, I'm not necessarily saying that's what's going to happen, but um, if it happens that way, I'd like to see it. Colston Loveland is tight end 1. Most of the offensive line is the same. Left tackle is Braxton Jones. Ugh. But I think there will be a left tackle battle, and I think that left tackle battle is going to be between uh, Jones, Jedrick Willis, and Theo Benedict. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to give the edge to Jedrick Willis. I
I
think that
was just
there's
about to say that.
I think there is a possibility that he could be you know, I think he could be the week 1 starter. I mean, because he's a former first round draft pick, and he just had a bunch of gruesome injuries last year that he needed to take a year off, and we signed him to a vet minimum. And I mean, if he can play, 80% of what we saw when he was on the Browns, I think that's pretty good. Joe Tooney is the same. Garrett Bradbury is going to be different because of the fact that we lost Andrew, or oh my God, I almost said Andrew, Drew Dahlman to retirement for some unknown
We still don't
reason.
know the reason, right?
We don't know, but I think it was just, I think he saw what kind of like what kind of gruesome injuries his dad faced in his NFL career and didn't necessarily want to face that. The thing is, he's 27. He could have played 2 more years and then retired at the end of the contract.
He's gonna regret it when we win a Super Bowl.
That's true, and that could be in the next year or two. Um. Okay, and then Jonah Jackson and Darnell Wright is the same. So the offense, I would say, is about 85% the same. Um, the defense is where it gets a little, this is where the turnaround came. So Montez Sweat is the leading or the left defensive end. Grady Jarrett is one of the D tackles. Jervon Dexter Sr. is the other D tackle. Dio Adiengbo is the other defensive end. I still can't pronounce his name, and I don't necessarily think that he was the greatest signing for our defense last year.
It should be Booker. Booker should be starting.
And who knows? Maybe he will. Well, actually, he probably will because Ayingbo, he tore his ACL in the middle of the season last year, so he's
Yeah,
going to
but
be.
he did say he was motivated though. He said he's motivated.
Oh yeah, like that's going to actually help you. So our will linebacker is going to be Devin Bush. Our Mike linebacker is going to be TJ Edwards. But I have to say this, I really wonder what DeMarco Jackson would look like as Mike linebacker. Now, DeMarco Jackson is listed right now as sub linebacker or Sam linebacker. No, it's the Sam. Because there's a Will, Mike, and a Sam, so I messed that up. But after that, Jalen Johnson is cornerback 1. Cam Lewis is listed as strong safety right now, but we'll probably take care of that in the NFL draft, and we will also get into that in a mock draft in a minute. Kobe Bryant is our free safety. Tyreek Stevenson is our cornerback 2, and Kyler Gordon is our nickel cornerback. And our kicker and punter are still Cairo Santos and Torrey Taylor. So we're going to do a mock draft in a minute. And we're not going to just do, staying put. We're actually going to do all scenarios where we're going to start with staying at 25. Then we're going to do one where we trade down. And then we're going to do one where we trade up. And I think that me and Michael can both agree we both know who we'd be trading up for. And you will see that in a minute. But out of the Bears depth chart, Michael, what positions do you think we have to shore up in the mock draft that we're going to do in a minute?
I think later rounds for sure receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I think we gotta get at least one more. We need a center. We might need a right tackle just in case. I know we have 4 tackles at left tackle, but we might need a right one.
Yeah, we don't have a backup right tackle. That's a good point.
And then obviously safeties. We got 2 that I'm okay with out there. Besides Kobe Bryant, I'm happy that he's there.
Yeah, no, and I'm going to assume the 2 that you're okay with are,
Cam Lewis, I'm fine with. He's fine.
Who are you?
He's not gonna make the big plays. And then Elijah Hicks, also a guy that
yeah, but we definitely need to get Kobe Bryant his partner We need to. I mean, and I'm about to reference the basketball. Um, Kobe. We need to find this Kobe Bryant his Shaq, if
Yeah.
that's possible. I don't think it's possible in football because there's no way a 300-pound safety exists. But I just wanted to make a Kobe and Shaq reference, so I used it. I used it there. But I am going to share my screen here so we can do this mock draft. I am already in it. We just have not started it. So let me get into this here. Michael, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna start off with the staying put draft. So here we go. All right. Now, what position do you think we should go for first? You
Mm.
want to see who was
Yeah.
drafted?
Who got taken?
Oh, one of the safeties I would be looking at got taken by the Steelers. Okay. Both of the safeties
Ooh,
I would be looking
all
at.
the safeties got taken, huh?
Damn it. Carnell Tate to the Chiefs. That might be dangerous.
That might be a thing that happens in real life, though. So
Yeah, that's the thing. We're not used to the Chiefs being at 9, and
yeah,
and they still have 29 because they got the
the man.
LA Rams first round draft pick from the Trent McDuffie trade. So should I look at D line here?
I, I would, yeah, go to D line.
There is a guy that I don't that hasn't been taken that I'd look at. Oh wow, there's actually two. No, there's three.
Yeah,
I'm looking at all these three, like all three of these guys.
I like. So I, who was it? They did like the interviews or whatever, and he said like I would love to play for the Bears. Who was that? Was that Banks or was that Woods?
Oh god, oh
I
crap,
forget who it was.
crap. Who was that?
I know it wasn't McDonald
It was no, I don't think it was. I want to say it was Banks.
because that's who I deal with. Yeah, whoever was the person that said that, I want him.
Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. I'm not gonna share my screen while I look for it. But Caleb Banks, uh, combine interview Bears. Let's see if that. Of course, the first few things that comes up is Kobe Bryant on the Up and Adams podcast or show, whatever the show that is. Oh God, I
I forget who it was.
I want to say it was Caleb Banks. I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Caleb Banks. So why don't we just go with that? Because I think that's how it went. So I'm gonna take Caleb Banks.
Wait,
Did you find it?
I, I think it was Peter Woods.
Ooh, okay. And
I
I
think
mean,
that's who it is.
he could play edge, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take Peter Woods here, and we'll probably look for center and safety at in the second round here. Let's go to in O-line first. Okay, so here's my thing. The Bears sent a bunch of their personnel guys to the Kansas City State pro day, and Sam Hecht, the center from there, has a lot of traits like Drew Dahlman. But should I go to safety first and see if we could? Because I'd rather take a better safety and get Hecht at 60.
Yeah.
So let's go to safety, see if we can get. Okay, so here's my thing. I think we should choose one of these two, because if you come from one of these programs, you should be successful.
Yeah.
I want to look at their their grades and stuff in terms of like how many interceptions they had or something like that, if I can find that. Also, seriously, that doesn't tell you how many interceptions. I mean, all these grades are good. I mean, and this one is the best year, which is great.
His most recent, yeah.
Tackles, I mean, that's kind of weird. He went from 85 to 58 to 66. I mean,
He
it
must
is.
have went. He could have went from strong safety at LSU to a free safety, because free safeties tend to get less tackles.
And we would need him at
free. We need a
free safety, or no, we need a strong safety.
Yeah, strong safety. Yeah.
So I mean, let's look at the other guy real quick. But I'm starting to lean towards this guy because I feel like we could get this guy in the third round if we tried. But let's look at Cam Murray Ramsey real quick. Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
I don't like that. I don't like as much. He didn't play as near the amount of games as the other guy.
As the guy from LSU. All right,
Yeah.
we'll take the guy from LSU, and that's probably the more proven program, if I'm being honest. And I have no problem with USC because Caleb came from there. Now, I mean,
this is our Bills pick that we got.
This is our Bills pick. I mean, it says that Sam Hecht is ranked 84, but I don't know if I want to wait till 89 to get a center.
No, I think it's one of those things where they might. I know Pohl said he's taking best available. I know that's what they've been doing, but this might be a best fit type of situation for center. And I mean, we can look at like who's available, because there could just be a stud sitting there.
Okay, yeah, let's look at who's best available. I mean, do any of these guys, speak to you at all?
No.
All right, then I think. Oh well, that. I want to look at this guy real quick.
90 pass rush grade 92.
Oof.
Oh my god. What? How many sacks? He had 11 at Michigan.
11. Well, okay, 11 this year, 3 last year, and 5 in 2023. But his hurries are huge. 17, 27, and 21. But look at that overall grade. And look at that pass rush grade. That's pretty good.
Oh my.
You want to risk it, man? I mean, we do need someone to help out
I I
Montez.
would risk it.
All right,
I would risk it.
we're
I
gonna
I don't know who this guy is, but man,
we're gonna
that
try
he's
it.
great.
We're gonna give it a shot here and hope that Sam Hecht is available at 89. If he's not, we'll. Okay,
I
I
don't
want to
think I
look at
saw
that.
him.
Damn it!
Oh,
Damn it! 3 picks before. Ugh. All right. Well, we got to look to see. Okay, this is not bad
no.
because he is still a good center.
What's his grades? Yeah, let's see his grades.
Not the greatest. I mean, 77, 82, 79, but
It is SEC football though.
4 sacks in 3 years. That's not bad. Basically, no hurries whatsoever. 3 in 25, 36 games. That's
That's
one,
it.
and all of his snaps are at center. So I
I like this.
I like this too. I think if we're going best player available and Hecht is not there and on draft night and Slaughter is, and I'm just gonna come out and say it, that is a kick-ass last name. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. That's really good. And we drafted him basically right as he was ranked. That's perfect. All right, you want me to look at wideouts?
Yeah, let's look at some wideouts.
Okay.
I think like that's like just one more wouldn't hurt us.
Why do I want to take why do I without looking at anyone else do I want to take Jacoby Lane?
That's when did he play at
So
USC?
he played in 2023, 2024, and 2025. And
Did he
looking at
play
it,
at USC in 2023?
um I mean it looks like it. Um I
He
can
played with Caleb.
let me look at let me look on ESPN. Um be sorry. Lane USC. All right. Let's see. Okay. Just want to see here. Sorry that this is taking a little longer. Stats. Let's go to stats here because it'll also tell you the team that he played for. So yes,
Yeah.
he's played all games. All his time has been at USC.
With Caleb, he had 7 catches for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
He's played defense. He
He's
could
played.
do everything.
Well, that when it says he played defense, it probably means like, you know, someone got an interception off the quarterback and he tackled the guy or something.
He played defense.
But I would take this. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not necessarily looking for a huge wide receiver. You're looking for a guy that, is gonna play, uh gonna come in when you have 3 receivers out there. And when you get to the 4th round, it doesn't matter what it's not really about fit, it's about feel or like what your quarterback wants or something. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna take Jacoby Lane.
I like
I don't
this.
care what the grade that we get is. I think this is a good pick because they played together. So all right, now we gotta wait. Well, we don't have to wait that much, but all right. What do you think we should do here?
So here, I would look at like defensive and offensive tackle, like these next 2 picks.
Okay. Why don't we look at offensive tackle first because it's probably a little bit more pressing. I mean, that's not to say that defensive tackle isn't pressing either because they're pretty bad. They're both pretty bad. That's
I'm just looking at schools here. Like Wisconsin's a good school for O line. Like that's where you're looking.
so look at the school. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless if we get like a D or an F for the last 2 picks, we don't care. And those are the ones that might contribute. I
Like
mean,
Keegan Trost. Like who's that? I know he played at Mizzou. That's SEC. So I would look at him a
you
little
want me
bit.
to? You want me to? Wow!
Like
Look at
look at the
that!
grades.
Look at
Like
the
he was
overall
he's
grade.
probably like it could be like something like he got injured or something. Or he just got overlooked.
I mean, but look at this, man. 4 sacks in 3 years. That's not
That's
bad
crazy.
whatsoever. Run block grade is great. Pass block grade is right where where it should be. I mean, right? I can't believe I'm saying this. I think we should take this guy, and this is a
Yeah.
guy that I don't know. I have no clue who this is. I am just saying that I think this is the best fit.
Yeah, I like it.
All right, let's do it. All right, we'll go to DT at next. Uh, defensive tackle, D line. I mean,
Wow, that is crazy. I just looked it up. So Keegan Trost, guess where he's from?
where?
He's from Illinois.
Okay, hometown kid. I like that. See, here's the thing. It doesn't say like, because all D linemen could mean defensive end or defensive tackle. It doesn't necessarily. It doesn't. But PFF doesn't tell us if he's a defensive tackle or a D end, so we can't guess here. I mean, what would you? Are you looking
I
at
mean,
school
you can
again?
like A. I mean, Miles Garrett came out of A&M. I don't really like schools for DN or like D line is like weird to me.
Okay, what are you looking at here then? Do
Just
you want me to
because
go
like if it's not like a big school in like the first round, like it really doesn't matter.
So you're looking at
Because
like
like
the
you can go
grades per se.
yeah, like you can go down on some of the people and see like where they played. I'm pretty sure where they had most of their snaps, right?
Yes, yes. So, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the top guy. Let me go back on Tyler. I don't know who this guy is. I'm just gonna say that. Um, most of his snaps came in the
Who?
B gap. I don't know what
So
that means.
he's a
Uh,
tackle.
so he's a defensive tackle. That's good.
Mhm.
So that's what we need. But his well, if he's a defensive tackle, he's not really doing pass rush. I mean, he's more defending the run. Um, that's at least a decent grade for run defense. Um, I don't, I don't know anything about this. I don't know what this is. Pass rush, pass rush win rate ain't that bad. 7.4. I don't know what I don't. But then
I don't
again,
know what good is for
I
that.
don't know what good is either. Um,
I feel like 7.4 is a little low. I have a
you're,
feeling it's like at like 15 probably is like good.
you're probably right. Um, I don't. I mean, dude, it's our last pick. Do you actually like really care? I don't.
No.
I'm trying to improve the team here, but I don't know. When we get to the 7th round, I don't know what I'm doing. But I like to do the full thing just because it makes me feel better.
Screw it. Take the Tyler guy.
All right, and who knows? Maybe we'll get an A+ for that because I actually have the grading system, so I want to see what we get. Okay. Okay. First of all, regardless of what this says, we'd never draft Ty Simpson.
No.
There is no reason to. But we got a B for our first round draft pick. That's a little lower than I would have wanted, if I'm being honest. I would have wanted like a B plus.
I think it's
Um,
just because of where he's ranked.
probably.
I know all the mock drafts are saying that we're taking Peter Woods.
That's what like most of them have been saying. We got an
Yeah.
A for AJ Halsey. I think that's how you say his name.
That so that just means like that was just a great value pick, and that's who we should be looking for. Like that's probably best player available right there.
I like Derek Moore. We got a B plus for Jake Slaughter again. Kick ass last name. Don't care what people say. Um, just hope that he doesn't slaughter people. Um, uh,
Look at the seven.
Jacoby Lane. That's fine. That's 100. He was ranked 136. We took him at 129. I don't get why that's a C. I think that would be like a. I think that should be like a B. Um.
Yeah,
Uh.
Keegan Trost. Like I looked him up. I just looked him up. He was an all. He's all American, first team All American for, and so like it's weird, but I don't know. He's he's someone just to look out for. Like it's the seventh round,
And we got a B plus for Tyler, so that's pretty good.
so that might be a guy we take in every round, every draft we do.
So we should always take him if he's available.
I feel like it. Like if it's like the seventh round, I mean, might as well.
Yeah, might as well, right? And
Like
and overall, we got a B plus. I don't think
yeah,
that's bad.
no,
Uh,
I like this draft. This is a great draft. Like Peter Woods, AJ Halsley. I gotta look more into him, but that's a school. That's a position we need. It's a
that's
good
a good
school.
school. Michigan is a good school, despite their questionable hiring system. Um,
Yeah,
uh, Florida is a good school. Now it wasn't, 20 years ago. Well,
yeah.
it was 20 years ago, but they also had a coach that could care less about what the players did, and also had some bad people on the roster. I will not mention who, but for the people that know, no. So
Like we took people from schools
that
that
are good,
are known schools. Like they're known schools. Like this,
and
honestly, our probably least known football school is Missouri, and Keegan Trost isn't even that bad.
here's the thing: our top five, probably the most important, draft positions that we or draft spots that we used all came from good schools. Clemson is a good school. LSU is a good school. Michigan's a good school. Uh, Florida's a good school. USC is a good school. I am very happy with a B plus overall grade. Now
Yeah,
we're gonna do this again where we trade down, but here's the thing: I have to do it um, where we actually trade down before the draft starts. So let's go down to 25 and let's so who do you think I should try and trade with to get like
but
maybe
honestly, I think this is like if we're gonna trade down, it's probably gonna be one or two spots max,
okay. So
or maybe it could be five. Like if they're really looking at Peter Woods, because he's someone that's like ranked third, I think 33.
mhm.
So I
How
mean,
about
like this could be like a trade down to like the Texans.
okay, you want me to go from 25 to 28?
Yeah,
All right, let's try that. 28. Okay. So all right. How about we ask for 28 for
28 and like 140.
140
Yeah,
for
let's just for
25.
25. Yeah,
All right, offer. All right, you know what? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, we had 7 picks, and now we have 8. So, and 8 is usually the amount of trade. The amount of normal picks that teams get. So I like this. And 141, you can get a decent player there. All right.
So like who is gone?
All right. So TJ, wait a minute. We didn't take Parker, did we? No,
Mm-mm.
we took Woods.
Yeah.
And he's still
So
here.
that's what I'm saying. Like he is ranked low.
Oh crap. I didn't do all 7 rounds of this. So we need to start over. But
Oh, okay.
I'll know what we did. So I messed that up. That's my bad. Let me restart this and we'll do it again. But let me get all 7 in here. All right, now we can Bears, and now we can start. But let me go to the Houston Texans, 28 and 141 for 25. Offer trade, accepted, start draft. All right, I'm gonna see. Peter Woods is still here.
Yeah, he's still there. I mean, maybe go up a little bit. Like maybe we just take Caden McDaniel here and let's just see how
All
that
right,
goes.
all right. Let's see. Let.
Or
I
another
like
one I was seeing is Proctor as well.
for a
But
tackle.
yeah, but I I think McDaniel is more important for us.
Dude, I'm sorry to say it, but defense is more important this draft.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
why don't we? I mean,
100%.
because I feel like that's how this is gonna go. All right, I
Yeah.
feel like defense is gonna be how this goes.
But and then here we go safety. We no
oh,
Holy win.
Holly went, and I'm just checking. Sorry, I'm not going fast enough. Uh, there's Warren. There's Warren. That sucks. And Dylan, damn it. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. We might have to take a safety in the 3rd round here.
Yeah.
So
I
let's.
think I think instead of going at position, we just see who's like best available. Like the top like 15, let's just look.
Okay. Gabe Jackus, he's an edge. I mean, he had. I'm
We
gonna look.
already got an edge, kind of. We already got the edge.
No, McDaniel will play D tackle.
Yeah, I feel like edge we can get a little later.
All right. Um, let's see. Okay.
Maybe let's just see safety.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should go safety here. Like the Ramsey guys here.
Yeah, but that's really early for him. If he's ranked 80 and we take him at 57, we might get like
That's
a
a reach.
C minus or a C for that. I have heard good things about this guy in terms of um in terms of how he is at safety. Maybe we look at him at 89 if he's available.
Yeah, maybe we just come back to safety.
Yeah, let's come back to safety. Why don't we go to what do you want to go to?
Hmm. You know, I'm not opposed to like another like linebacker or corner.
All right, let's look at corner. Let's see what the Trent Dukes. That name seems familiar. I think the Bears looked at him um recently. Okay. Now here's the problem though. He's a
Slot
slot
guy.
corner. He's a slot corner.
Oh, that sucks. That's Kyler.
That's Kyler. We can't do it. We can't do it. We can't do that. We can't do that guy at least. I mean, Ohio State. might be a good place to get a corner from.
Is he an outside guy?
Corner
Yeah.
544, 676, 650. He's from Ohio State. Can he really be that bad?
Look at the TDs. Hold up.
7? Holy crap.
I think the 5 his freshman year were kick returns. They have to be
And you think the
because he
2
had no picks.
Oh,
The
yeah,
2 is
you're
probably
right.
when he had 2 picks, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you're right. You're probably right. These are probably from kick returns. So, but he's a Buckeye, man. I mean, Ohio State corners are always pretty good.
Yeah, except for Jeff Okuda, but
Yeah, I guess. You want to take a gamble? Might be a little early because he is slotted at 68, and we take him at 57. But I
mm,
I, I would do it.
I think we do it. I think he's better than Stukes.
All right, all right. I'll put his name in. I just need to check something here. Uh, dang that Halsey, that stinks. Oh damn. See, this guy from UCF would have
Yeah,
been another edge I would look at.
yeah.
Okay, I need to ask you:
I,
do we go center here or edge
I think we go center. I think you take your guy.
if he's there and
You take your guy. Just
he's
take
there?
take Sam Henn
All right,
because he's not gonna fall to us in the 3rd round.
no, he's not. All right. Well, this guy's here.
I think that's a guy we take as well.
All right, let's do it. Hey, Caleb gets another guy he probably played with, so that's not bad.
And then
Uh,
here, I think we go receiver again. Like we go receiver, but maybe not Lane.
okay.
Like, let's look at Eric
All right.
McAllister.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So pass snaps, he was in the slot and wide. He played wide a lot more, but wouldn't we need him in the slot? Because it'd be wide receiver 3, right?
Yeah, but most likely they're probably gonna have Luther and Rome on the same side. Or well, most likely Colson's gonna play slot, and then they're gonna have Komet out there.
But dude, look at his yards per reception. That's a deep threat type of guy, and he's got
Yeah,
20 touchdowns. Dude, I think we might
I
need to.
like this guy.
I think we might need to.
His grade's low and all, but TCU, it's not a bad receiver school.
Except for Quentin Johnston, but I took the
Hey, he had a
Wildcat.
breakout year. He had a breakout year.
All right, what do you want me to look at now?
So with this pick, I
Here,
would look at
look
tackle.
at what we took. Cade McDonald, Davison, Igbinison. I think that's how you say it. Sam Hecht, uh, Kamari Ramsey, and Eric McAllister.
I think we
So
look at tackle or defensive tackle.
okay, let's go to tackle first. Isaiah World. I
Diego Pounds. I'm in. That's
Oh, come
so
on, from
cool name.
just because he's from Ole
No,
Miss.
that's well, I didn't even notice, but that's such a cool name.
Well, wait, let's look at his grades for
Never
dude.
mind, I'm not in. I'm
Yeah,
not
come
in.
on.
I'm not in.
All right, let's look at World first. Let's look at World right now. I mean, not
I'm not
great.
in either.
Okay, not great. Yeah, not great. That kind of sucks because Oregon is a good school.
Notre Dame's a good school. Penn State too.
All right, let's look at this guy. His run block rate is terrible. Pass block rate ain't bad though. No, barely any sacks.
He's not bad.
It's not great either though.
What side did he line up on though? That's where you gotta go.
Right tackle.
Which is what we're kind of looking for. We're kind of looking for that backup right now.
You want to take him as backup?
Yeah, I like him as a backup.
All right, let's do it. All right, we're going in. We're going into the 7th round. We gotta wait and see what is available. Let's see if that D tackle is available or defensive end that we drafted last time. What was his name? Tyler.
Tyler.
Should
I
we
like
take him
Tyler.
now or at 241?
Just take him now. Make sure he's there. Just make
Okay.
sure we got him.
Sure, that makes more sense. All right, last pick here. Last pick, I think we should get a backup tight end. Not because we need it, but Durham Smythe went somewhere else. So I think we should look for a backup tight end. But the guy I'm trying to find isn't on here.
Did he just go before?
No,
McRee?
it wasn't that guy. It was Colston's backup. I can't remember his name. But he played at Michigan. Let's see what the best available is.
Like, is this like a spot you? This is tough. Like, we have we haven't drafted a center. I just realized.
No, we have.
Oh, did we? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we did.
we got Hecht from Kansas State.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
You want to take another safety just to?
Yeah, let's see Husky.
That's kind of a cool name. I like that.
Yeah.
Coverage grade is pretty good. Run defense is pretty good. Where did he line up? Let's see. Mostly in the box.
Looks deep. Looked like he was kind of like a free. He's like a
That's what we
hybrid.
need. We kind of need that. So I do that.
I'd
All
do
right.
it. I mean, he had an 83
It's
grade. I like the
it's the
grade.
7th round. It's the 7th round, man. We don't care. All right. Can we get a better than a B plus, please? I'd like that. I'd like an A minus. Okay, shut up. We needed a center, so
A minus.
okay.
B plus for Heck.
It's only because he was rated 84th. If we took him at if we traded from 60 to 72, I feel like that would have been like a B or a C.
Wagner.
Right.
F.
We got a B, but
We're
it's
kind
not
of
bad.
dealing on these 7th round picks, though.
We are.
Like B pluses for the 7th round. Like Ramsey, I guess, is a great pick.
I mean,
Like
to be honest with you, McDonald is great. Maybe this guy isn't as great. Sam Heck will be great.
That's great. Yeah.
It's too early to actually, because these rankings are right now. It doesn't mean that in 3 weeks from now that he's going to be at 81 or 84. He might be at, he might be at 60 or something. And I did not choose that number because I was looking at what pick we had. He's going to rise upon draft boards. Trust me.
But then you have to think, like, what if, because you said the Bears sent people to Kansas State, right?
Yes, they did.
Like maybe he's on the Bears draft board like at like 50 right now. So like
50?
maybe that's let's just say like because this this is from someone who does who's like a professional at doing the drafts, right? Draft
Yes, yes.
rankings. Maybe the Bears, maybe they have him a lot higher on their boards. Like
Maybe.
this isn't like that's what we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know that. All right. So we're doing one more of this, and we gotta do the one that where we trade up. All right. And then we got one more topic. Sorry that this one is a little longer, but when you get into draft
Make sure you
season.
got 7.
Oh,
You don't
I
want 7 rounds.
thank you, Michael. Thank you. That was helpful. All right. All right. Now I got 7, and I got the Bears. Let's do it. All right. So we're gonna trade up
So
here.
so this is something where like if we're gonna
If
for
we're
that
gonna
safety.
if we're gonna trade up, you want to try for that safety?
Yeah. Like where are the safeties ranked? Like
Um. Okay.
and I know
So
we're not trading up for Caleb Downs. Like we'll take him out of the picture.
we're not trading up for Downs because he's gonna
No.
be Downs is like 5, and we
He's
don't
like
want to.
5 to 7, and we're not trading up that much.
Yeah, we don't want to leverage much of the future. So I saw Thiemann get taken by the Cowboys once, and I feel like the Dolphins once. So that would mean that we need to be in the like 12 to 15 range.
Well, wasn't the other guy like taking like 17?
So
Wasn't there was
why
maybe
don't
we
we
traded up to like
try
the Jets or something.
15
Yeah, the
and see
Bucks.
what they want. So, okay, let's give them 25 for 15,
Let's throw 129 there.
129, and next year's next year's second in there, because I think this is what needs to be done to get it done, and I don't want to give 57 or 60.
Yeah, I like those right now.
And I'm gonna throw something else out there to try and
Maybe
recruit
we
some.
try to get 155 as well.
Ooh, that well, okay, but I want to throw this out there also. Why don't we, when we get to 89, why don't we try and trade down a little bit to get a couple more picks? Because I mean,
Yeah,
I know that this is a trading up scenario, but that doesn't mean that we can't trade down later. So
yeah.
let's throw this trade out there. All right, it was accepted, and we'll trade down when we get to 89 probably. But let's start this draft. Okay, what are
Um,
the what are the mock gods doing to us?
yeah, just take him. You know you want to.
All right, now this will not happen. It will not
No,
happen.
we were supposed to go up to the first. Who
We were
who are
supposed
we
to get we were supposed to get
down a little bit? Down a little bit.
we were supposed to no,
Down.
he went before. We were supposed to get this guy,
Yeah, yeah,
Oregon. We so um but hey, I guarantee you we get an A plus for Caleb Downs. So
yeah. 100%.
okay. What do you want me to look at here?
Mm. What have we been going with? We've been going with. So well now we got safety because we've been going with safety here at this pick.
That's true.
So let's see in defense defensive line.
Defensive line, I like that. I've heard a lot of good things. 50, 57, and this guy's 70. That's kind of early. Or wait. Oh, wait. I exit out of that too early. D-line, let's see. I think that's a little early for this Halton guy from Oklahoma. Let me look at edge, because I want to see if there's a certain edge out there that okay, not more, but where did Lawrence go from UCF? I want to see that on here. Sorry, I'm trying to find him. Man, he must have literally went right before us. Ooh, 54. Because this would be the guy that I would take in this moment.
Yeah. I mean, Moore's not bad. We looked at Derek Moore. We drafted him before.
Yeah.
Is there like a See, okay. Hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
I know you wanted to trade down at 89. Maybe we trade up to like 70.
You mean trade down now to 70?
No.
And
No, from 89 we trade up to get Hack. So we use 57 and 60 and we trade up. Cuz he's been going in the low 70s.
Okay. I'm going to have to turn this down in terms of how fast it goes so I can pause it. Because so who do you want to take here? Who do you want to take in at 57? I've heard good things about this dude. We need some help at corner.
Yeah. We didn't take him. We took the Ohio State guy.
Yeah, and we got a C for that, or a D or something. 57 and 61 isn't that far off. So I'd rather take this guy now. All right, let's try this. All right, I'm going back and I'm taking the center. I know that's the same pretty much, but Wi-Fi went. Oh, damn it. Oh man. So I'm still here. Hopefully, Michael is gonna be back in a minute. Oh God. Wait a minute. Oh, here. All right, we're back. Okay, now, where were we? I want to take Heck again, and I know that's it. I know that's going to be a bad grade for us, but we need a center, and I feel like either 57, 60, or 89 will be center when we.
Okay, wait. Hear me out though. I know I said we can trade up, but weird stuff has happened in this draft. Like we got Downs at 15.
That's true.
But then again, I don't know who to take here other than Heck.
Well, who's the best? Okay, I don't want to take this guy, even though his last name is awesome, and his first name is kind of cool. I mean, we don't need a great wide receiver. And honestly, even if we do, the guy that we could take at probably 155 is going to be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do?
I think we just take Heck. I think it's going to be a bad grade, but I think that's what they're going to do in real life.
And as much as we don't think it's going to be, we don't think right now any of this is going to be very realistic. We want to try, So let's do it. We want to try and make some of these realistic. And I do think Heck is going to be one that's realistic. So You want me to stop at 70 and you want me to try and get
No, I think we just keep 89.
okay. All right, I'm gonna make this a little faster because we can just get through faster that way. All right. Ooh, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to a linebacker, and Anthony Hill is one that I've heard the Bears really like.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it if you're good with it. I want to see his grades. Can we
Yeah,
see his grades?
let's look at that real quick. Linebackers don't really pass rush. Run defense is pretty good.
Yeah.
But
His
here's the thing: when you look at
80.
our linebackers, it's T.J. Edwards, Devin Bush, and DeMarco Jackson. I mean, we have Jack Sanborn and Noah Sewell and Ruben Hippolyte, but Noah Sewell is coming
No
back from
Sewell. Yeah.
Noah Sewell is coming back from an ACL injury, so it's a question mark. We might need a good linebacker replacement. I think this would be a good one.
Yeah. His
I mean,
missed tackle rate seemed low too. Like it was like 4%. I feel like that's low.
missed 4.5. That I think that is pretty low.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do it? I mean,
I'm there.
he lines up in the box mostly, so that's the box
That's
for
good because that's
linebacker.
Mike. That's a Mike.
All right, we're taking this guy. So each of these drafts we have made different picks for different spots. So that is nice. All right, I'm gonna go to wide receiver here because I think we need one. Oh, I did just read while you were figuring out your Wi-Fi issue. That what's his name? Kevin Coleman ran a. I'm gonna go back on Twitter because that was
What,
where I saw
4-3?
it. He ran a 4.38 40 4.38 to 4.4 40-yard dash.
It's not bad. I'll take a chance.
It's a little early, but I don't think it's that early. So, I mean, I hope we get like a B for this. And again, it's a late or round draft pick. We don't really care at this point.
There,
See,
there's he is.
there's the backup tight end.
I
And
think we take him and then we take our guy.
all right, let's do that. And he was D line, and he was Texas A&M. Hopefully, he's still there. Oh, is he? Oh, no, he's not.
Come on. Who took him?
The
Right
Jaguars,
there.
233.
Unreal.
Well, I mean,
Van D Berg.
it's probably Van Denberg, but it's funny.
D sounds better.
Well, we looked at this guy. He didn't have great grades. We didn't look at him. Let's see what he has. Not bad. A D line, but like no stats. So he might be like a 1 year. Well, no, he's not a 1 year starter. What the hell is going on with the? Where's this? He lined up mostly in the B gap. What does that mean, Michael?
So your A gap's your D tackle. Your B is when they have two D tackles out there.
So your B gap is your defensive tackle too, basically.
Yeah. Your gaps are your tackles. Like when like put in perspective, like when we were in high school, we had uh, two B gap guys.
Oh, why didn't we have an A gap guy?
We didn't have a nose tackle. Your A gap's your nose tackle.
Okay. What? You want me to look at anything else, or I mean,
I'm,
what?
uh,
I don't know what to
mm,
do.
yeah, this was tough. I like the Tyler guy. I'm kind of obsessed.
Yeah, yeah, I'm upset. Well, okay, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, moving on. Um, terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, I'm looking at a different position because this is just all bad. This is we don't need a center. We don't need a wide receiver. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need a cornerback. I mean,
We could look at a guard.
we could look at a guard because Joe Tooney is very old. Okay, not looking at Parker.
It was Micah
Micah
Morris.
Morris. Okay, let's see here. I mean, if you come from Georgia, you got to be somewhat good.
Holy.
Well, I think we found our Mr. Irrelevant of our draft class.
Hidden gem right here.
If he comes from Georgia, he's got to be pretty good. All right, give us a better grade than a B. Shut up. I don't want to hear no things about drafting anyone else besides Sam Hack. I don't care. Damn it, we started out so good.
So our best draft was
The first
just
one.
staying at our pick.
Well, I mean,
And that was the only one we didn't have Sam Heck.
how is that? Yeah, oh, that sucks. All right, I'm stopping sharing. All right. So we do have one more topic, and I can't believe that we've been in here for an hour and a half. And I'm sorry that we have, but when you go through all scenarios, you kind of need to analyze each player while you're talking. So, but put in the comments for the mock drafts which mock draft you liked the most. I'm gonna say it. I think I liked the first one the most.
Well, obviously, I think I like number 3 the most just because we got Caleb Downs.
But that one's not realistic.
But that's not going to happen. Caleb Downs is a top 6 to 8 pick.
Yeah, it's not realistic. So
yeah,
put in the comments which one you liked, and if you say number 3, I'm not gonna be mad at you because Caleb Downs is a superstar. But just know that it's not gonna end that way in a month.
But then again, who knows? Like Dallas Turner fell from projected to like 7, 8, and went all the way to 18 or whatever it was.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it happens.
Now we'll try to make this final topic a little faster because we've already been here for an hour and 20 minutes. But what are your expectations for year 2 of Ben Johnson with this kind of revamped offensive line and revamped defense, Michael?
So you want me to go?
Yeah,
you want
go
me to
first.
go first, then you go. Okay.
Yeah, I want you to ask the question.
Yeah. So I honestly I don't think our offense is gonna change that much. Like
I don't.
yeah, losing DJ sucks, but that just means there's what I think it's like 20% of the throws are up in the air or whatever, or 15 I think it is. So
Yeah.
that's up in the air. That can go to Rome, Luther, Loveland could be an 1,000-yard tight end. Like who knows?
I think he will be. I think the offense is going to revolve around him, and he was a stud at the end of the year last year. So,
like he was Mr. Reliable. Like that's what you need out of your tight end.
Yep.
And
He is the next coming of Gronk.
yeah, and honestly, this defense, it's basically the same, just without our safeties. We got different safeties.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's the same. And I was saying that this at the end of the year. Like I didn't want uh Nashawn Wright in because he just gave up way too many yards.
Yeah.
And I
He
was saying put in Stevenson. I want Stevenson in. So I want to give Stevenson another try.
and 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 Deshaun Wright, we will admit, had his, Cinderella story season with 5 interceptions, but even though he had 5 interceptions, he always had a game where it was a huge, you know, huge reception for the offense, or the
I
opposing
feel like
offense.
it was like a 40-plus yard reception on him. Like
Pretty
like it was
much.
like but then he'd come back the next drive and get a pick. So it was like,
Yeah, but you can't rely on that to happen every year. And
exactly. And that's why I want Stevenson in.
I'm gonna come out and say it. I do not see him um, getting 5 picks for the Jets. However, I will say this: if he gets one next year for the Jets, it will be more than any defensive player got for the Jets last year, because they had 0 interceptions.
That's crazy. But
If
but
if and I'm just gonna say this really quick about Aaron Glenn, and then we will get back to Ben Johnson. If their defense does not improve next this upcoming year, he's out. Aaron Glenn is out as head coach again, and the Jets are in the revolving cycle of trying to find their next head coach.
yeah,
But going back to what the banner actually says. Um,
I didn't say completely my expectation.
oh, go
But
ahead. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, I know. So I think the offense is gonna be the same. It could be better. Like I think it has a shot to be better with Rome going into his third year, Caleb into his third year. They're comfortable in the system. Luther in his second year. Hopefully they all stay healthy. If they're all healthy, I think this is with the Ben Johnson with they need his speeches. They got to start off the year with the win so they can get the speech. And that's another thing. He has to keep doing those speeches.
I hope he does, because man, like I, I am not trying to say that when I was in high school, I was the one that gave uh game day speeches. It was never after games. It was always before or during halftime. But like Ben Johnson, he just knows how to get the guys, like, just like motivated and everything, and that was honestly my specialty when I was in high school. I know that Michael said that he doesn't remember any of them, or much of them, but
That's just because I was on B. You were more A.
yeah. Well, yeah, no, that's true. But I mean, didn't you say for a couple A games?
Yeah, only the home ones.
Well, the home ones were the best ones. So,
Yeah.
um, but anyway, continue if you weren't done. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I think honestly, I don't there's not going to be a step back whatsoever. Like I think our record, like yeah, I know we have the hardest strength of schedule coming
Mm-hmm.
into the year, but we had the second hardest last year. I think
True.
I think we're gonna either get 11 wins again, or I could see us Caleb taking that leap to an MVP type caliber player, and us getting 13 wins.
Okay,
But then I can also see a scenario where we have 9 wins.
I have a couple of questions. So we don't know who we play week 1 yet. It's not released. But in a perfect world, Who do you want to see week 1?
Green Bay Packers. I want
That's
to
a
see the Packers right away.
that's a good one. But I will admit this.
And then I want to see them week 17.
That's it. I like that. I like that. But here's my perfect pick. And it might get a little backlash from the people in the comments that watch this if you make it through an hour and a half of this. My perfect week 1 is the Seattle Seahawks.
I thought you were going to say the Bills.
No, nope, it's the Seattle Seahawks. I
I
want
love that.
I want Kobe Bryant to get an interception off of Sam Darnold in his first game as a Chicago
Off of
Bear.
Sam Darnold throwing to the new highest paid safety in the or wide receiver in the league.
Highest paid wide receiver. Dude, that deal when it came out, my jaw dropped.
So did mine.
For everyone that probably knows by now, we're referring to Jackson Smith-Njigba. He got a 4-year, $169 million.
I think it was like 8.5 or something.
Because I think it was a 168.7 deal.
168.6.
So technically, in that respect, you round up. So $169 million. And here is the most crazy thing: he still has 2 years on his rookie contract.
And, like stuff like that makes me wonder, like, what's Puka gonna get?
That's gonna be a holdup because he's gonna want more.
Exactly. So they're kind of screwed if Puka wants more than that. But I have a feeling Puka's gonna take like a $30 million deal. Where
Really?
yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna stay in LA and take like that $30 million deal, maybe like that goes up to like 40. But I have a feeling he's gonna take like a backloaded type of deal.
Anyway, back to what this banner says. My expectation for year 2 of Ben Johnson is, like Michael said, more speeches. Hopefully no drop off. I would, if we could get 10 to 11 wins, that'd be great. But if we could get to 13, watch out. Because if we could get 13 with the toughest schedule, that means we're dangerous.
We're legit. We're legit.
Because now I'm gonna come out and say this. I don't think this is the case, but a lot of first year head coaches have good years their first year and then flop out. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to use this example, but a prime example is Matt Nagy. I mean, he got 12 his first year and then didn't have more than 9 the rest of his career as the Bears head coach. But that first year was great with Matt Nagy.
And
it wasn't great.
Now that you say the first year of Matt Nagy, got a question. I have a question.
Okay, what is it?
So I was in my drive home from work, and I was like, do you think if the 2025 Bears offense had the 2018 Bears defense, they go undefeated and win the Super Bowl? I think, because I personally think if the double doink doesn't happen, the Bears win the Super Bowl in 2018.
Undefeated is a little, is the part I'm questioning here. Okay,
because I for sure think they win the Super Bowl no matter what.
I agree. I do believe that they win the Super Bowl if you give the 2024 Bears or 2025 Bears the 2018 defense. But my question is, okay, how many games do we lose? Because in Bears history, we have only lost the last time we won the Super Bowl, we lost 1 game, and it was to the Miami Dolphins. and I don't remember the score, but I know that because 1985, it was the year they won the Super Bowl. And for reference, neither of us were alive in 1985, but our parents are nice enough to tell us that stardom year for the Bears. Um, I want to say that we don't have any losses, but I can't. I don't know. Like with our if you give this year's Bears 2018 defense, what team could we? What team hypothetically would we
We're
lose
going off of. Let's go off of last year's schedule.
off of last year's
So
schedule?
you give the 2025 offense that played last year with their schedule the 2018 defense.
Bears, Chicago Bears, 2025
So
schedule.
like we started off 0-2, Vikings Lions. I think we win both those games with that
Agreed.
defense.
Agreed. Very much agree. Okay. Um.
'Cause you got Kyler Fuller guarding Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra hasn't seen a corner like that. Like
Okay. Okay.
Goff's getting sacked 4 times by Khalil Mack.
Uh-huh. Okay. There is one. There is one team that I no. If we're going off this year's schedule, you know what? I'm gonna say it. If we're going off this year's schedule, we do not lose a single game because there was one game that I was considering, and then I remembered the backup played in that game for the opposing team. So the game I was considering, for the people that don't know, was the Baltimore Ravens. And if you give the Bears 2018 and you have Khalil Mack and everything else on that defense, Tyler Huntley ain't doing shit.
No.
So
You got Khalil Mack coming off the edge with Leonard Floyd
Leonard
on the
Floyd.
other side. Then you got Eddie Goldman in the
I'll tell
middle.
you. I'll tell you another team that ain't doing shit against the 2018 defense if the Bears had it. The Bengals. They wouldn't have
Yeah.
scored 42. So I'm gonna answer your question. No, we would have not lost a single game. We would have gone undefeated.
I think we would have gone 20-0. Right? It's 20-0?
Yeah, it's now 20-0.
Yeah.
All right.
You get the bye. No, you still got to play 3 games. So yeah,
Yeah.
20-0. I think we go 20-0.
Yeah, no, you still go 20-0. All right. Sorry that this one was super long. But in the future we won't do the all draft scenarios. We just did this one, with all of them for fun because we haven't started doing that. Last year, me and um uh my other co-host Jack, we started doing it in like in
Middle of the
November
season.
or December. Like we were it was so early because we just knew we sucked. So, but we will be back next Monday, and we will have another. We'll have a little less to talk about because we won't have to recap free agency. Hopefully, we can talk about like some guys that are on 30 visits for the Bears. But I found out recently that because of a YouTube video that I watched that last year the Bears did not draft one person from their top 30 visits because they've gone the reason that they use the 30 visits is they use those for players they have concerns with, like injury concerns or character concerns, or well, I don't know about character concerns, but any concerns they have, they use those top 30 visits to figure those out and either cross them out their list or maybe put them down on their list. But again, sorry that this podcast is super long, but when you go through all mock draft scenarios and also have some Wi-Fi issues, you got to make sure that you're both in here. So hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys can muscle through an hour and 40 minutes. But if you can't, we understand. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
Later.
Oh gosh, man.